All right, Arizona, BYU. We go from the one Big 12 game to another. BYU 4-point home favorites, 49.5 the total in this game. What's wrong with Arizona's offense? I'm starting to wonder. It's not what I thought it would be, because early in the year they had some good games and they shredded New Mexico. But really, since then, 22 against Northern Arizona, 7 against Kansas State, 23 against Utah, albeit they won that game. Probably a solid showing against a good defense. But then last week, Texas Tech doesn't have a great defense, and they struggled. Noah Fafita and company to move the football for most of that game. It was settling for field goals. Fafita with 2 interceptions, bad decisions. And they're starting to look more and more like a team. And I know they got Conley, the running back, and they've got some other receivers. But if you shut down Tetaroa McMillan, it's starting to look like you shut down Arizona. So that's going to be something to watch for. Now they have to go on the road. BYU has been one of the surprises of the year. 5-0, they've looked awesome. Now their schedule's been light in some instances, like Baylor and Wyoming and Southern Illinois. But in the 2 really good wins they had, SMU on the road, 18-15, outright as dogs. Kansas State at home, 38-9 beatdown. They look really good. Jake Retzlaff is doing enough at the quarterback spot for this team. Without a doubt, he's got some mobility as well. You look at his numbers, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 61% completions, can move around a little bit in the pocket. They've got outstanding receivers in Darius Lassiter and Chase Roberts. These are 2 terrific receivers for BYU. I'm leaning BYU here. That they've got some Provo magic going. They've been very good at home. We just saw Arizona lose, at home against Texas Tech. We saw them in a Utah win. So it shows you maybe they're a good bet as road dogs. Well, Utah had Isaac Wilson, and you got to downgrade Utah with Isaac Wilson at quarterback. We talked about that earlier. Their other road game at Kansas State, they got shellacked, 31-7 Arizona. So I just like the way BYU is going here. BYU off a bye as well, following that win against Baylor. Extra time to prepare for Kalani Sitake mushrooms, as I like to call them, for the BYU Cougars. So, I lean BYU here. I'm not stepping in front of this team. 5-0 straight up, 5-0 against the spread so far this season. C-Mac, what do you think? Arizona, BYU.
Yeah, I can't either. I've been on them 3 times. They took care of business. Phil Kill, yeah. If K-State was at home, it'd be different. I think that might be a good play. You know what's been good? BYU, the defense has been a little bit most surprising, and they've turnovers, been opportunistic. I don't know how great this defense is, but I think it's pretty good. And yeah, there's a problem with Arizona, this offense. I've already heard whispers that they're just not opening it up. They're not throwing it. It's just nothing's in sync. It's just not right. It made a couple big plays. Of course, he did at Utah. But other than that, it was very just ho-hum. I don't know. There seems nothing to them. And the defense gave it up last week. Can they go to Provo here? I can't do it. I think this game could be tight, but this is BYU or nothing. If he has a kid, that kid could keep this in him. But one team's been money too, and one team that was the darling last year for me in Arizona is 1-4 ATS. Year to year, I don't want them now. They just haven't been there.
I chuckle at your comment there, keeping things in the. What the fuck are you saving it for, man? It's conference play. You've had tough opponents here these last few games. Texas Tech, Utah. What the hell are you saving it for? If you've got some things you want to show in the playbooks, show it. What are you waiting for, Arizona? Yeah, I mean, you're right. Their offense has just been a little bit disappointing of late, no doubt. All right.